Milt of MF Metal Arts here. In this video, I'm going to show you how I make silver granules for filigree. So for making granules, I prefer using a charcoal block. This is because I've played around with making granules on many types of soldering boards, including solderite and honeycomb and others, and I've found that I get the nicest and most consistent round granules with charcoal blocks. I made the divots that you see using a dapping punch, and I didn't use a hammer or anything. I just pressed the punch gently into the soft charcoal block to form the little divots. I used jump rings to make the granules so that all the granules will be the same size. In this case, I have selected 22 gauge 3.8 millimeter jump rings, but any size will work. The divots keep the granules from rolling around the block and from bumping into each other to form even larger granules. I use a fairly hot flame on my torch and I heat the granules up until they melt and, by themselves, become round. The granules really want to be round, and that's because surface tension of the liquid metal forces them to become round. Surface tension is a physical property of the molten metal. It's the same thing that keeps bubbles round when a child blows soap bubbles. I keep the heat on a granule for a second or two after it melts. If you heat the granules for too long, they overheat and the surface tension fails and the granules slump and become misshapen splotches. I then let the granules cool, and when they're cool enough, I put them in the palm of my hand and rub them together to remove charcoal residue. Some folks pickle their granules at this point to remove oxidation. While this practice is a good idea, I generally do not pickle my granules. I store them in containers that are labeled with the size of the jump ring I used to prepare the granule, and then I can find the size that I need when I need it.